Praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Harakah, Quadash, double honors to other elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. Alright, coming back at you with another lesson. All I did, I just tapped in protests. How many protests are there around the world today, 2024? All right, sport for choice, and then you're gonna go to the news. Just sport for choice here to do a video. So I'm gonna use this uprising, uproars around the nation, something that Yahushua spoke about in the Gospels in out of his words, and I'm gonna funnel it through the scriptures. So protests around the world today. World commemorate 76 anniversaries of the Nakba and call for a ceasefire in Gaza. Right, demonstrators in the US, the UK, the Netherlands, the Australia, New Zealand. Right, these are the places where the protests are taking place. And all they need is a little spark. All it takes is a little spark to start the fire. With this people, with all this tension that's in the air, there's a holy tension, man. So New Zealand protest taking place, Canada and Ireland were seen marching with Palestinian flags, calling for displaced Palestinians' right to return to their homes. And I'm just reading the article here, right? Alright, so we know what's going on over there in the Middle East. And I ain't gonna read all of the article, but I'm gonna let me see what's going on there. See, there's tension. So yes, the return of Yahushua. We don't have to get into all of that. The protests commemorating the upcoming 76th anniversary of the Nakba and calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. So if there is going to be a ceasefire, that's going to be 2 Thessalonians chapters 5. When they say there is peace and security, then sudden destruction shall falleth upon them. So however you cut it or however you slice it, right? This is prophecy. This is all in the scriptures. I've got another one here. In Google, protests around the world. Not Google, TikTok. The TikTok guy. The TikTok have got a whole heap of videos. Them little fast videos where you can get into it. I'll read one. I'll go into one of them. This one. Thousands of British pirates have English and British flags. Pirates have English and British flags. So in the Dartmouth or Dartmouth, there was that stabbing in Dartmouth or somewhere in the north with the 3 children. There've been protests, and when that kicked off, there was over 100 protests over in the UK. And like I say, I'm just catching up on what's been going on. There's too much, man. There's too much. Let's check out this Let's check this one out. British parrots wave English British flags. They hold a march in London, but it's too much, man. Choco-block. Alright? I'm going to give you a couple of them. What's this one? This one is around millions people join protests in Poland. It's in Poland. Massive anti-government protests ahead. Alright, what's going on here? Around millions people join protests in Poland ahead of the election. Alright, we've got the election coming up over in the US. Just to give you an idea, Moscow, massive anti-government protests ahead of critical election in 2 weeks. 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before an important general election, almost 1 million people gathered in more so on Sunday, October 1st, to demonstrate against Poland. Right, so this was late last year. Late last year. We're going to see if we can catch up on a couple of these. No doubt there's going to be more protests too. Where's this one? This is 2023. Right? This one is making informal financial decisions. Oh, because you got the digital currencies are in a lot of countries now, over 19, and
protests are getting intense. Almost 300,000 people took the street of Marseille at the same time. French farmers also joined the demonstration in a huge number. They dumped trash in front of government buildings. Most protests have been peaceful, but anger has mounted since Macron pushed the bill without a vote, and in the last 7 days, demonstrations continue in Paris and other cities, with rubbish being set alight. So what Paris residents think about the protests?
What is happening in France? More than 300,000 people protesting on the streets, and it has been ongoing for days. Right, so we're going to funnel it through the scriptures, man. We know the scriptures, them, right? Yehoshua said it. He said it would happen. Let's get that. Start with that. And that's really the point, right? Prophecies are falling into, everything is falling into play. The Mosai movie, the Mosai don't make mistakes. Matthew 24:6 says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right? So what you seeing now? What you seeing here? Right, and I ain't even gone real deep on this. Well, the protest, any little thing, there's tension, people getting dragged up off the street. This is problem reaction saloon. Oh, climate change. They're most probably London, yeah, most likely, because they climate change. You got much more serious things people are fighting for. You got over in England, they protest about climate change. What's wrong with these people, man? It's craziness.
I'm doing this for my son. The government's inaction on climate change is a death sentence for us all. The United Nations have said we should have no new oil.
Well, you want people grabbing up on your foolishness, man. For ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, man. There will be peace and security. Right? This is a build-up, as we know, the problem reaction solution. Then they're going to start making mandatory the MOTB. That's going to be first the digital currency, then the MOTB, because they can't cull the people. The people are getting out of control, right? With the what was that stabbing, the three children that got deleted. That was one of the things they were saying, and Elon Musk was saying there will be civil war, and we know he's the CEO of the Neuralink, and he's itching. He's got itchy fingers, right? The millionaire, most likely billionaire, he's got itchy fingers, bringing in these problems so that they can come up with the solution. Really, they want to just get that implemented, make it mandatory. Revelations chapters 13 and 16 goes into that. The CHIP, the MOTB, they're itching to get that up and running so they can have everybody tagged and bagged. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the tag and bag. The tag and bag, that's going to be my thing, what I'm going to be saying, which is the MOTB. The people, they want people to be tagged and bagged. They can't control all what's going on around the world cannot be controlled unless people get tagged and bagged. 7 says of Matthew 24, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, right? Because they want to get this this famine of the word going as well, brought out in Amos. But it's going to be a literal famine too, right? Poverty. People with the have to line up with the what do you call that thing now? So I saw a big lineup the other day, line up for the what they think when they're offering food. People lining up for food, and it's most parts over there in a lot of states over there in America, and over here in England, people lining up the for food to be fed, man. The proper words in the back of my mind, but you know, lining up for food. The gravy train. That's the only thing. That's what comes to mind. The gravy train. So it's gonna be. There's gonna be a literal famine. People are really starving already. Brothers put up a video of a lot of them are crying out about how life used to be easier. Used to be able to get a 2-bedroom house over there in certain states in America for £600. Now to get a 1-bedroom house you have to pay all around $2,000. That's their currency, around $2,000. Whereas it used to be for a 2-bedroom house, you used to pay $600. Now it's for 1-bedroom. It's you know, all the TikTok videos that the Edomite women them are crying out, saying that throwing their toys out the pram because things are getting difficult for them. But that's prophecy. That's our prophecy. Really, that's you're talking about here. Yeah? All these are the beginnings of sorrows. This is the beginning of sorrows. Right? Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall delete you, and ye shall be hated, all the nations of my name sake. Right? That's the truth speakers. Because you got so-called defectors, or you got these defectors, or we call them whistleblowers, that are so-called truthers. But then you got the real truthers, the 144,000 elect out there. That's really what they want to get to. That's that famine of the word. So they want to get rid of that. So there's going to be, this is all to do with the problem, reaction, solution. They want people out there. They want people out there protesting so that they can say, right, now we have a reason to make the tag and bag mandatory. To make the tag and bag mandatory. Revelations chapters 13 and 16. Let's hit this one. Don't need a lot of presets for this. You know, pretty sure you've got the idea. Right, all you got to do is just tap it in, man. Right, protests all around the world, and they're giving you here. This is over there in the Middle East, right over there in certain, you know. I am going to say too much, but where they have Pink City, Pride Month, and all of that. So it's all in line with prophecy. Daniel's chapters 12, and it's really about the elect, 144,000. Let's read. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Right? That's the chief archangel, Michael or Michael, who is like God. Right? And was the saying, when things get tough, the tough get going. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That well-known saying, Billy Ocean song. Because now it's going to be calling for the chief archangel to stand up for his people, right? The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. At that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's the 144,000. That's also makes mention of that in Revelation chapters 5 and 5. So I just wanted to make a point there. The point I just made, Abba Ratazar, it was edifying that yes, there's protests all around the world, man. All you got to do is tap it in, right? And you can find, if you used to tap it in and go into all of them, you got videos for days. All the protests that's going on around the world. You got videos for days, for days. And days turn into years, and years turn into decades. You got videos we got a backlog of videos there with all this what's going on, and we've got scriptures too. I could have brought up much more scriptures, but let me finish with this one. The Spirit has me on this. Keep bringing it out, man. All right, this one here. This is right now. This is very, very ringing in my head a lot. Isaiah chapters 19. And 1 again. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, right? Yahweh, Yahushua, via his host of angels, right? Rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come unto Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. See people protesting, man, in the name of their, in the name of anything. You see here, global climate change. Foolish people, then. In the name of anything, and it makes sense to them, right? The Most High thrown a strong delusion against them. That's the uprising of the people. The that tension that's in the air. That strong delusion that's in the air, that frustration, people just want to take to the streets, right? So this is all reason that Son of Most High has his problem reaction solution. On the left-hand side, they got their problem reaction solution to implement the tag and bag, but ultimately the Most High has he who laughs, he who laughs best. He has the ultimate problem reaction solution, and this is it. This is it here, right? Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved. Right? Yeah, you want to rise up against the Most High, protest on the street, the Most High going to come when you least expect it. And the lead shall come to Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved out of their places, right? Back into the dust. As his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right, man. Modern day revived Roman army here again. Modern day Egypt here again, doing what they like to do. Go crazy upon the streets. And I will set the Egyptians, that's what you see in here, people protesting, taking to the streets for anything. But that's the spirit of that's that spirit of delusion, that's that spirit of take to the streets, that's that spirit of wild behavior, that spirit of tension among the people. Nations rising up against nation. Yehoshua said it in red letters. I've done read that one. Matthew 24 and 5 and 6. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Boy, you can't make this up. See? You got it right here before you, man. I want to check out one more of these. What's this one here? One more, right? You got thousands of people on the streets. Right? This is London, United Kingdom. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world, right? Can't. Right? I'm gonna delete that noise. Right? Expands his ear and ground offensive in Gaza. Right? See? This is causing tension and uprising around kingdom against kingdom, nations against nations. Prophecy, giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yehoshai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Alright, this is prophecy, man. Nations rising up against nations, kingdoms against kingdoms. Problems, reaction, solutions, so that they can do what? Tag and bag the people. I just wanted to highlight that, man. That point there. It's all around the world. We on to the next.